In the last video, we went over what I feel the shit hits the fan everyday carry is going to be for your, general worker around the settlement or your bug out location or wherever it is you end up, right? The name's irrelevant, and it's just where you, your family, and your people decided to hold up and survive as long as possible in any way that you can. Yeah, you'll have your everyday tools, right? I'll be working. I'll be getting stuff done. I'll have chainsaws. I'll have whatever I need to accomplish the task at hand while I'm working here. But there's going to be times and there's going to be situations where even people that are working on the interior of a settlement are going to need to respond and react quickly to support the people on the perimeter that are helping keep watch and making sure that there's a buffer between the wild, right? Because that is what unknown territory will eventually become, right? And the settlement. Okay, and in between that buffer, there's going to be a perimeter that's naturally going to form. And you're going to have people defensively set up on this perimeter, and their job is just going to be to watch and maintain security, presence, and, the forewarning of we have hostiles incoming, right? So that's when you're going to turn from like a general worker into, a quick reaction force. And it's when you need this, it's going to be a very quick and abrupt, like you need to get up and go and get to it as fast as you possibly can. Okay. So that's another reason why that I went with the system that I did, is because when that time comes, right? Hammer. And then the pencil, just because it's bright, I would, just because I have the keys, would come off instantly, right? And that could happen like if like someone sounding the alarm, right? I strip those off me ASAP, and then also I wouldn't have this on me, but we'll get rid of that just to be accurate. So sitting close by is my 11.5-inch AR-15 with my 1-round YouTube compliant magazine. So this is not a fully finished build, but we're getting there. The lower is still a PSA with a SB Tactical PDW brace, and this, I mean, I've liked this. Is for as far as braces go, it feels pretty good, but it's gonna get replaced with probably a BCM lower, so I can just marry the two together the way they should be, and just get this a different upper. Currently, for my charging handle, I have a Radiant Raptor. This is the LT. This is the one that's got the polymer hooks that come out, the ambidextrous hooks. Let's see. For the can, I'm running the Huxworks Ventum 762. The cover is the burn proof. It's been great so far. I've gotten this pretty hot and have yet to burn myself, so it's living up to its name. With the BCM upper, I obviously have the BCM bolt carrier group. This thing has been great. This will probably trigger a lot of boomers out there, but she's pretty, oh, where is it? You know, I like her nice and wet. You know what I mean? So that'll probably trigger a lot of boomers that, you know, do open heart surgery on their rifle after they shoot 6 rounds through it. Mil-spec trigger, mil-spec mag, bolt release, mil-spec safety. The BCM 11.5, I went 11.5 because that is the preferred length for people running a suppressed build. This is my do-it-all, everything. This is, I'm all in on this. So instead of having an entire arsenal to arm the neighborhood with, I decided to just be an epic loot drop instead. So yeah. Okay, so now we're on to, oh yeah, just the standard Magpul grip for now. When I actually get the BCM, that'll come with the BCM grip on it, which I would want anyways, so I'm just gonna wait until I get the lower. So yeah, other than that, I think we've covered everything but the optics. Okay, so moving on to the optics, we have the Iris 4. Now this thing has been a game changer for me on the Homestead because of its white light and visible laser combination. I've been able to protect my flock with extreme prejudice with this combination, and it's been just game changing. And then for the optics, I went with the Unity mounts. I needed to have my optic at a height that was clearing this unit, this laser, well, this 4-in-1 Holosun Iris 4, right? So this sits up pretty high, a lot higher than most. Here we have the Trijicon MRO with the Trijicon 3x magnifier with the Unity fast mounts. Let me tell you. And then from this direction, just normal red dot, 3x magnification, red dot. And true head-on profile. I mean, it's so nice to not have your magnifier out. So when you're like going through a doorway, you just slam your magnifier against that door jamb. So why Trijicon? Well, Trijicon makes stuff that is bulletproof and lasts forever. And that's pretty much what I care about. You can get 2.5 years out of the battery if you keep this on the number 3 setting, the Zero. So with my Zero, I went with a 36 meter Zero. This I have confirmed out to 300 meters being a point of impact, point of aim, pretty much within this zone here, right? So if I aim dead center of the chest from about chin to, you know, just below your belly button, you're looking at hitting in this region. If you aim dead square in the chest from 0 meters out to 300. And I feel as though that's probably where almost the distance that every single engagement that if I was to ever possibly be in will be falling within the 0 to 300 meter range. Sling. Sling is a Faro Concepts Slingster. It can adjust on the fly. Right. That makes way easier to do that when it's on you, but it makes life a lot easier living inside this thing. As long as you have a sling that is comfortable for you and is something, and it is something that you would want to wear on yourself every day when you have to carry this around all the time, then that's fine. Brands really don't matter. As long as it functions and it does what you need it to do, that's fine. I recommend carrying it fixed on one end by your stock, right? Or brace. And then the other end, anywhere from, just forward of the receiver to the end of the handguard here. And then you're going to sling it over your firing shoulder or your trigger shoulder, and then have it come around under your support arm. And then from in this position here, you can do pretty much anything you need to with this while still having it on you. And if someone tries to rip it from your hands, it ain't going nowhere. And I'll tell you this, hunters might go on their little hikes and stuff without slings on their rifles and think, oh, well, I'll be all right. A sling is a part of the Golden 3 that I think every person needs to have on whatever weapon system that they're using. And if they can't have this Golden 3, then they should not be using that weapon system. And that is some kind of optic. As long as you have ways to aim accurately downrange, but you need a good optic, okay? You need a flashlight, a white light at least, mounted on your weapon. Yeah, you can have one for your hand, but if you're using this, it's gonna need to stay in your pocket. So you need a white light, minimum, okay? A good optic and a good sling. Good sturdy sling, good sturdy flashlight that's gonna turn on every time you need it to, because when you turn this light on, you're gonna need it to. And then the rest of the quick reaction kit is ears. Nothing special there. Haley Strategic DC3R or DR3C or whatever chest rig. It has the placard that has the 4 AR style magazines up front, up to 4 handguns or pistol. I currently right now only have 1 in there. Rangefinder and tourniquet with a pressure bandage. So in total, I have 2 tourniquets, pressure bandage, 60 rounds of pistol ammo, 4 30-round mags here. So it's 120 plus 30 in the gun. So you're looking at like 150. So that would basically round out my quick reaction kit. Like, this is just stuff that I can keep on me and move around with me as I go from task to task, and make sure that this is just sitting near arm's reach so I can quickly grab it and help deal with whatever situation is happening on the perimeter or wherever. You have to let the situations you're dealing with dictate your kit. But if your kit is modular and you can constantly switch things in and out and go from working 1 second to having extra capability the next second, that is going to make you a lot more effective around your settlement when the shit hits the fan. So I want to thank you guys all for coming out. If you're new here and you haven't hit that subscribe yet, please do that. Make sure you hit the like, because that's how we defeat the algorithm gods and help channels like this one and other channels that are helping people break free from the system get out there to the people that need to hear it and see it and learn that it is possible and they can do it too. So hopefully you guys are all living free out there, because here in the 603, we're definitely living free. I'm Nomad, everybody. Be safe out there. Have a good one, y'all.